And just like, hello, everyone. It's Michael Jacob with Unleashing Intuition Secrets. We got Noah back, Optimum Nutrition. And just like we promised, once BPC 157 was released, we come back and talk about it. So I got my order in, it's coming. So looking forward to it, Noah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. All of your support and, of course, being back on. It's great to be back on.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think the response is going to be like? I mean, have you used it yet?
Yeah. Personally, I've used it for the past, 4 or 5 nights in a row. Just really putting it to the limit, seeing how it works on my nervous system. Personally, I am extremely sensitive. So, like any sort of frequency based technologies, any like harmonizing technologies, I respond really well to. So, for me personally, I feel it, especially it helps with my sleep. I'd love to have like some sort of tracking device to be able to actually see truly what the sleep score improvements are like. But so far, I mean, I've just been waking up just full of life, just filled up with, just ready to conquer the day, man. So
Yeah, so that's good. Good to hear. Yeah, I'm pretty
absolutely.
sensitive to stuff as well. So looking forward to getting it. Now, tell us about the. I looked at everything that's it's going to be helping them, and I've tried this before in the past, injectable. Like we talked about last show, I'm not fond
Yeah,
of injectables. So
no, me.
I basically stopped using it, but it was phenomenal. The result that I got. Now this one is interesting because it's going in the gut, and it's actually going to be it's a good thing it's going in the gut, whereas most vitamins and nutrition and so forth when they go in the gut, not as effective. But tell us about this.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much for that great question. So BPC 157 stands for Body Protection Compound 157. It's actually naturally produced in our gut. So that's its natural environment, which makes it really great for oral supplementation, thanks to its ability to be absorbed almost entirely, which is almost unheard of. Like you just mentioned, most supplements, when they enter the digestive tract, they pass through phase one of liver metabolism, and then by then it's almost entirely been metabolized, and you're not going to actually feel the effects. But the benefit of taking our BPC 157, especially versus a lot of the other ones out there on the market, is because ours is attached to an arginate salt. So a lot of BPC on the market is actually fake. It's a scam. I would stay away from just about every single one of them. Honestly, there's a few good reputable brands out there that are doing great work to heal a lot of people. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. You hit it right on the head. Yeah, perfectly. Basically, what this is going to do is help to revitalize your gut health. So, your gut microflora, we know the gut is our second brain. I know you talk about this in all your courses. I've taken
Yep.
several of them myself personally, and I'm actually sipping on some here. I know you love this. I wore the shirt just for today's show.
Yay.
I actually finally got some raw milk, got my hands on some again. I got the Optimum collagen in there as well, the chocolate. I don't know.
Woo.
Do you remember Nesquik from growing up?
Yeah.
Tastes just like that, man.
Oh
Cheers.
my God. I got to try that. So
It's
yeah, that's raw
unbelievable.
milk is great, and also Shilajit really works great with raw milk, as I found when I was doing the raw milk. So I'm still I was like I found it here in Lake Tahoe, North Lake Tahoe. It was a couple
Mm,
places,
yeah.
and then I went to dentist, and I was like, okay, I know it's down here, and I put it in, and I couldn't find it again. I was like, dang! So I got to do no more research. But yeah, raw
Yeah.
milk, like we talked about, is exceptional. So looking forward to getting back on that.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Truly, BPC 157 though, one of the best things you could take if you have any sort of food intolerances, dairy being one of those. So personally, I stayed away from dairy, steered clear of it for a good 4 or 5 years. Was able to thankfully come back to it. Like yourself, I started out taking the injectable BPC and experienced amazing benefits. I said it on our last show, I'll say it again. I actually fractured my foot playing sports. A bit of an athlete myself, as I know you are. And so, of course, just being a high performer, I want to get back to it as soon as I possibly could. So, heard about BPC 157 actually through a good mutual friend of ours, decided to take the plunge, literally, plunging a needle into myself, a couple times a day. Experienced amazing results. Literally could not believe the benefits truly. Within about 2 weeks, I was back to playing every single day, 4 to 6 hours, just absolutely killing it too. Not to toot my own horn, but bit of a beast.
Yeah, that's great. So, I really enjoy, great nutrition because it makes a difference. So, yesterday I did a 13, yeah, it was 13-mile hike in the mountains here, and at altitude, that's a little tough, and so I'm still, grinding into the altitude here, getting my body acclimated. Takes a usually takes a couple months, so I'm looking forward to getting back on
Yeah.
the BPC 157 because it is. There's a reason why they call it Wolverine.
Yeah.
So your
Uh,
healing is unbelievable, like you just talked about. So
yeah.
uh, whatever you're doing, if you maybe you have some injury non-sports related, it
Right.
could have been from a car accident, whatever. Uh,
Hmm.
this this product is going to be really good for a lot of people. I'm looking forward to the miracles that are going to come out of this because I
Oh,
think
me.
we're going to see them. Yeah,
No, absolutely, truly. And
yeah.
I'm honestly so blessed and I feel truly grateful to just even be on this platform. Mike, I know you have so many amazing guests, wonderful people on this and your platform. And it's just truly, it's always an honor to be on here and to be able to share.
Yeah, I mean, I've known you for a long time, and you're only up and up. You
Yeah.
don't mess around.
No,
You
no,
do incredible research. We've done shows in the past.
right.
I think you've really finally hit your niche, and you're really getting some good traction with Optimum. So I'm
Definitely.
really excited about it. I'm happy to like do shows because I want the main thing I do is
Hmm.
keep everyone informed of the
Hmm.
best that I know products that
Okay.
are out there so that they can use them and get I love the way I love optimum because you're going to reach optimum physicality and all the things that you do. And this is very important in this time frame that we're in right now. We talked about the vaccination scam. It's really horrific. A lot of people still don't realize what that was about and
Hmm.
how devastating that's going to be still going forward because people aren't doing the right things to overcome that. So,
Yeah.
talking along those lines, what do you think this will? I think this is going to help people along those lines. I didn't even think about it till right now. I was talking about it, but
Yeah.
what do you think the BPC 157 will do for people that are like hammered with this vaccination but don't quite haven't figured that out yet? What is very tragic.
Definitely. So, funny enough, going back to the phase one and phase two of liver detoxification, it's actually been
Mm,
shown that BPC helps improve blood perfusion into the liver. So, that's going to help with flushing out toxins out of the body.
yeah.
So,
Yep.
spike proteins, heavy metals, even. Also, something too, a lot of people, I know we mentioned this last show that we did together, but bile. Okay. So, stalling of bile actually is a huge problem for most people. The backing up of bile in the gallbladder actually can lead to a lot of these funguses and parasites, even in people, who would otherwise be perfectly normal, perfectly healthy, fine people. And so, what they've shown is the spike proteins, of course, we know it gets into every major organ system in the body and it
Mhm.
accumulates. And so, in the liver specifically, it actually accumulates in the bile ducts itself. So, bile, we need it most notably to break down fat. But again, it also plays a huge role in cellular overall detoxification. And so you can actually purchase bile, like specifically ox bile supplements, which are truly effective and do work, which is basically a super concentrated bile salt that our bodies can use. But kind of to bring it back on track with the BPC, people will be able to again noticeably better digestive system as well as to overall detoxification. Skin health is included in that because, of course, we know not only is the health of your gut or the health of your skin rather a direct reflection of the quality of your diet and the health of your gut, but also the health of your liver. So if you have a healthy liver, you're going to have healthy skin more than likely, and you're going to have better digestion overall.
Yeah, fantastic. So there is a code JACO to save 10% on the new peptide bundle.
Yeah.
The link I have Ronnie in the chat basically just put it in there, and then in the description box is that link information too, so you guys can go
Mhm.
in and get that. Now,
Definitely.
the the future of this, can you take this just like you do vitamins? I mean, can
Right. Yeah.
would you cycle on and off this, or would you stay on it? What are your What are your thoughts on
Great
that?
question, Michael. Honestly, so personally, this is something I plan to take for the rest of my life on a cyclical basis. So just want to
Okay.
be very clear about this. Of course, I recommend cycling almost just about anything that
Yeah.
you would regularly take. So whether that be, the foods that you eat, the type of exercise that you do, the sort of things, your lifestyle, just basically adopting a cyclical kind of a seasonal approach, which is in line with nature, truly. So at the end of the day, of course, we know like supplements are just a part of the puzzle, and we're all trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. And so, truly, what I feel so blessed to be able to do is to be able to provide what I actually truly use and take myself personally. And Mike, just like yourself, I know you've been in the dieting, supplements, health, fitness, all of it, just being the beast that you are and just overcoming and being the champion that you are in your own right. You've tried so much stuff. Anybody who gets down all these rabbit holes, I mean, it's of course, we know it's it's an awakening, it's a healing process, and just coming to terms with, hey, let's face it, we're being bombarded with toxins every single day, almost all the time. Unless literally you live in a bubble, like you're gonna be faced with stress in the form of environmental toxins like chemicals, parabens, phthalates, microplastics, even things such as in our water supply. You can go right now, ewg.org/tapwater, put in your zip code, you'll find there's chloroform, there's pharmaceutical medications, there's hormones, birth control, so many toxic heavy metals, unbelievable amounts too. Like the amountages of these very small particulates, even as bad as mercury, at levels exceeding like 100 times the guidelines set. So just to, again, it's like, well, of course, do I really want to take a supplement for the rest of my life? Well, no, you don't have to take it verbatim every single day, but I do recommend having it on hand, especially when you do feel like you're starting to get your system gunked up with said such toxins. So, but to answer your question, I personally would take it. You could do it like a month and a half on or 2 months and then take a month off. So you could cycle like that. Personally, I'll probably do 5 days per week and take 2 days off. That way I could take it pretty much indefinitely, So
That's really good. And that's what we heard when we were cycling it. Like take it for 3 to 4 weeks, I believe it was, and then you're off for the same period of time. Then if you want, you can cycle back on.
yep.
So yeah, like I said, it was unbelievable. It's Wolverine level stuff. I mean, my body I'm already like a Wolverine. They nickname me Wolverine, but I need help too. Everybody needs help, especially as you age or you get injury. You're going to need a little extra help. So I that's great. You're saying you need it like as a backup medical plan if something goes bad. You definitely have it on hand for that. But cycling it constantly, I think is going to be good. 5. That's a pretty cool plan. 5-2, 5-2, 5-2. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to cycle it. I was planning on cycling it too because I know it's very strong. Your body when you like it goes in high level, like you talked about cycling.
Yes,
that's what I've done. Bodybuilding. I've been bodybuilding since I was a kid. And once I learned the cycling process, it's very, very effective. So when it's cold, I bulk up. I go heavy. When it's warm and hot, like it is now, like I'm doing hypersets. Really, really high sets. Whereas just in the last cycle, I did more in a leg press than I've ever done in my life. Way over 1,000 pounds. So it's crazy what your body can do. I wish I'd had this then, so it would have been more effective. But I didn't get any injuries. Now, yesterday when I did that 13-mile hike, I'd done 8 miles, and then I was like, okay. So I've been cycling it up 2 miles, 2 miles. So I got to around 10 miles, and I was like, I feel so good. I'm gonna make this probably a 12 or 13-mile hike. So I got to the turnaround point at 13, and I started coming back, and I'm like, oh no. Pushed it a little too far. So it was step by step on the last several miles. But it's good to push yourself like that. And if you have and I feel great today because, you know, I have really good nutrition, do the protein and all that kind of stuff. So I'm good, but it would have been good is
Yeah.
when I came back, if I hadn't been cycling, to
Yeah.
cycle on something like this. And I think this is going to be great for so many people. I look forward to hearing from people, you know, using this product and you know, getting the benefits from it. So yeah, that's it's fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the intuitive bundle and some of the other products. Just briefly go over those again. And
Yeah.
Optimum, you guys are
Definitely.
becoming it's going to be a household name pretty soon.
I think so. Truly, I do. Switching gears here, I actually, right before our show, actually got a new review from one of our customers here. If you don't mind, I'd love to read it. So
Yeah, go
her
ahead.
name is Mary Ann, and I hope she's watching this video. I'm sure she is, but this is her words. So I legit get excited when I see my Optimum subscription has been delivered to my mailbox. I'm completely sold on Shilajit, and Optimum is the best. Now my husband has hopped aboard with me, and he loves it too. Thanks so much for a great product, Noah. So, you know, that pretty much says it. But, you know, for people who aren't familiar, maybe they haven't seen our shows before, I started Optimum solely based off of the back of this amazing product right here. It's called Shilajit. For anybody who doesn't know, Shilajit is a potent mineral resin. And Mike, I'll be honest, like, dude, I've been talking with people like literally left and right. You know, it's amazing stuff. You know, I'm really excited to be truly you know, offering this product, and we can honestly say ours is the best and the purest around, because what we do is we actually so not only do we source ours from the Golden Altai Mountains of Siberia, so we're actually getting it straight from the source. And what basically it is it's a potent mineral resin. So if you think about the tectonic plates, and I just want to throw into, I've been loving your shows on the you know, magnitude, earthquakes, all that stuff. So basically, kind of on a theme with those, the tectonic plates, when they shift, funny enough, we'll hopefully be able to get some more Shilajit here soon, a new harvest, you know, to turn a negative into a positive, I guess. But how it works is when these tectonic plates shift, okay, it's basically covering the old plant debris and animal debris as well, and it forms this super mineral rich pitch that oozes out of mountain cracks. And people have been taking this stuff for centuries. So it goes all the way back to over 4,600 years ago in you know, the Shraka Samhita. It's basically a Hindu scripture that's used to basically help with things like infertility and also issues with metabolism. So you know, it's also now been scientifically proven. It's been shown to help with muscle gain, muscle strength, muscle endurance, overall energy levels, because it helps enhance our cells' mitochondria. So kind of piggybacking off the last show we did, it's also incredible for the gut. So in a way, Shilajit actually synergizes perfectly with BPC, which is, again, another reason why I'm so excited. And not to mention, too, it synergizes with the collagen peptides that we offer as well, which people can get in our intuitive bundle. And actually, by popular demand, I included 2 of our chocolate collagen peptides in the bundle, just because one bottle is technically a 14-day supply. And so with 2, you get the full month's worth, which you're getting 20 grams of these super hydrolyzed collagen protein, which our bodies can absorb very easily. It goes straight to the gut, straight to the muscles, you name it, all over the place. Basically, collagen makes up 1/3 of our bodies. And so how it all kind of works and why I see this as kind of like the future is because, well, for one, you're getting the foundation building blocks via the collagen peptides themselves. And then on top of that, you've got the super almost jet fuel-like genetic enhancer of Shilajit, because Shilajit's also been shown to upregulate genes associated with collagen production. And I'm not just talking like a little bit, I'm talking like 7 to 8 like X. So incredible, again, for skin health, you name it, joints, ligaments, connective tissues, tendons, even brain health. You know, collagen is incredibly important for our brains. It also is the precursor to the, actually it's a hormone, melatonin, Also one of the strongest antioxidants, the strongest antioxidant known to mankind, which Shilajit also contains another extremely beneficial antioxidant known as fulvic acid, and which it also contains, bound to these fulvic acids, carbon-60, which is, I mean, we could sit here for hours talking about the
Oh,
benefits.
wow. Okay. Good. Carbon-60. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Big time.
Good. Wow. I
Definitely.
learn something new every time we have these chats. I love it.
It's
So
incredible.
I know you do, like, maybe the next time we get together, we just do like one of your like specific shows. I love those too. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah. And the collagen peptides,
Mhm.
yeah, we're missing those. So we're like looking forward to our shipment
man.
coming in. So that,
Definitely.
yeah, I'll tell everybody that chocolate. So you're also getting protein with the collagen peptides.
Big time.
I didn't realize that at first, and then we're like, we're getting, before we moved, we were getting low on protein.
Yeah.
And Tracy's like, oh, look, they have protein in them. I'm like, oh, perfect. So we just like went, and all like collagen peptides just went away. So I need them bad. So I like them a lot. It's a great taste. It's great with, because I do protein shakes, throughout the day.
Course. Yeah, you guys offer some of the best whey protein out there on the market, hands down, with the Intuitive line that you got. So
yep, it's good stuff. And so we're looking forward to, because we pick and choose, what we like a lot. This Intuitive bundle, I'm glad you put the BPC in there. Now, for those of you that don't want the Intuitive bundle, you just want to go BPC 157.
Yep.
If you buy, because I found out, if you buy more than 1, 2, or 3, you're going to get more and more of a discount. So, that's another option for you. But you want to be on the BPC. Now, if you haven't done the Intuitive bundle, this is your opportunity. You're going to get a great deal. You're saving over like $41. So great time to jump in. You've probably been hearing us for a while if you've been sitting on the fence, and now it's time to get off, because that BPC 157 is total show changer. It's gonna make it's gonna put you guys in the spotlight. So it's good. And because it's because everybody else does it injectable, and like you talked about, anyone else that has the oral, it's probably a nothing burger, probably from China or something. So
exactly, most of the time, honestly.
Yep.
So again, so what's great about ours? So a lot of people, who may already be familiar with peptides, and again, maybe you're on the fence about taking ours just because it's oral, it's capsules. You kind of wonder like how it actually truly works. So when you combine it, the BPC 157 with the arginate salt, it actually stays in the gut a lot longer. So they've actually scientifically shown it has up to 97% absorption, which for almost any supplement, let alone even medication, that's almost unheard of. So, and then on top of that, of course, we've got the Astrogen, which is, again, a patented trademark absorption enhancer. It's actually been shown not only to increase the absorption of peptides, but also proteins, vitamins, minerals, other herbs, nutrients, things like this, along with our Shilajit as well. Again, the fulvic acid that it contains helps to shuttle nutrients directly into the cell. It can penetrate the inner membrane of our cell's mitochondria, which, again, is almost unheard of. It's one of the most potent antioxidants known to mankind, and it's so efficient at getting nutrients into the cell, but also pulling toxins out. So I know you hammer on this all the time, but like things, glyphosate, pesticides, funguses. It's antibacterial, antifungal, you name it, anti-parasitic. It's like a nature's penicillin almost in a way, and it's all natural too, and it's very gentle. Some people can notice something known as the Herxheimer's reaction, which basically anybody who's may have some existing issues when they start to detox and their liver is overburdened and it'll start to perfuse these toxins back into the blood. Sometimes that can happen, especially if you just over a long period of time haven't really taken the necessary steps to detox yourself. You can notice some unpleasant symptoms off the bat. Like you will just kind of feel a little sluggish, maybe a little bit of low energy or, brain fog at first, but usually after the first couple of days, you move past that and then you actually start to brighten up, and you can actually notice too, the study of radiology, which I know you're a big proponent of as well. You can actually see in a person's eye,
Right.
the iris, the colors, and the actual pigments themselves, and these black spots, speckles that people think that they were just born with. I hate to break it to you, but your eye color can totally radically change in a short period of time, believe it or not. And I've seen it time and time again. I've literally seen, people who doing the raw stuff, all that can completely transform their bodies naturally, literally just through the power of holistic health and nutrition.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, more great stuff about the all these products, and so the Shilajit, those little tablets.
Yep.
This is the way to do this, guys, because I've taken it in those little bottles where it's just a black goo. It's all over the place. It's a pain in the butt. So having them in these tablet form is fantastic, and I take them twice a day. So you take 2 tablets, and I do it twice a day.
Yep.
Would you because I hear you talking about detoxing. So I'm fairly detox, but I know detoxing is a daily thing, unfortunately now. So would you recommend if someone is feel they need to do even more Shilajit a day?
Yeah, this is a great question. I was actually hoping that we would get into this stuff. So, as far as like a dosaging protocol for all this stuff that we've talked about, personally, I think, I'll get to the Shilajit, of course, and the BPC. Personally, I believe that people should be taking at least in some form of collagen, whether that be from food sources, collagenous meats like oxtail or even skirt steak, but also things like bone broth, or you can supplement with collagen peptides. They're highly effective. They've been shown to be extremely well tolerated and bioavailable. And then also creatine monohydrate, which is a super nutrient basically. And they've shown in vegetarian populations, vegans, people who don't get a lot of creatine, which is naturally found in things like red meat and pork, creatine actually boosts your IQ. So it was long thought it was just for bodybuilders to get big muscles, but no, it's actually for bigger brains too, on top of the muscle benefits as well. But to get into a dosaging protocol, so I'm a huge proponent of, start low, go slow. So, if you want to start right off the bat, take 1 tablet even just for the first couple of days, see how your body reacts. Again, if you feel any sort of Herxheimer reaction, that means it's working. Okay. And how it works is it's actually helping to kill the bad bacteria in your gut, and hopefully any sort of fungus, overgrowth, anything like that. And you, of course, you can start getting into the parasitic question as well, whether people are really, asymptomatic when it comes to those things. But start low, go slow. And then once you're in the clear, definitely, if you feel like you need to turn on the heat a bit, absolutely. I've got several people who do exactly what you just said, Mike. They take 2 right away, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, which I always recommend with supplements just because it gets into the bloodstream quicker and it's not competing. So like, for instance, peptides, they compete for an enzyme in the gut known as pepsin, which actually helps to break down like protein. And so when you consume meats and protein sources, it actually increases the enzymes that will break down peptides. So you definitely want to take it away from food. And personally, I love it again for sleep. I'll hit on this until, I keel over, but I swear to God, this is better than any sort of sleep supplement out there. If you're taking any sort of sleep medication too, it actually helps to decrease withdrawal-like symptoms if you're facing any sort of, trouble getting off of those. Of course, the Valiums of the world, the lorazepams, all that stuff. Of course, as we age, sometimes it can become very difficult to fall asleep and actually stay asleep. This stuff helps. It's been shown to help with stages 1 through 4. So meaning every single stage of the sleep process, helping you to get to bed quicker, fall asleep easier, stay asleep longer, and actually get higher quality sleep. So.
Oh, wow. So you're taking it at night.
Yes.
Before you go to bed, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You're not, it's very, very simple. It's like your night tablet.
Exactly.
And so people that take sleeping pills and so forth, they might have great effect. How about people that are on Valium and stuff like that? Would it, you think it might help those people too?
Oh my God. I really hope it does, honestly. I know it would. Hopefully they're open to it. It's tough to say, whether, you should take things like this with other pharmaceuticals. I always err on the side of caution, 30 minutes away from any sort of other medications that you take, just because you never know the side effects.
Sure.
BPC 157, though, they've actually been shown in humans to have almost no, the pharmacokinetics basically are green light.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good to know, and that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
And this is long-standing research too. We're talking back in 2010s era. So, it goes back, and actually they've been using peptides over in Russia for a long time. Unfortunately,
way longer.
oh yeah. And with the, current way things are, hopefully we'll start to get more of the research, because ever since, back in the 80s, Cold War time, all that stuff, all this research has been basically kept under wraps. And because let's face it, like, they were ahead of us in some areas, and whether people's egos got in the way of actually letting this technology get out to the public, now we're starting to unravel it. And actually, thanks to things like ChatGPT, you can actually translate these Russian, which I'm actually doing right now. I'm co-authoring it.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So,
the Russians were really into pyramid healing and power and all that kind of stuff. No one else was, but they're like pushing the envelope on a lot of stuff. But here we are. The world, is against Russia again.
right.
But I've always thought that the Russians were, at least now, not the Soviets, but the Russians are on the right side of things. So hopefully we'll figure that out soon.
Absolutely. And, I stand with everything you just said. Like, yeah, it's kind of, kind of an idiocracy to just be like, well, let's completely write off all the science, all the work that they've done, when could truly help a lot of people, thousands of lives. So, and hopefully many, many, many more, many millions more. So, but yeah, and funny enough too, like, we get the Shilajit from Russia. So there's a lot of different sources for Shilajit. Like you mentioned, a lot of them are sold as the tar in the jar style, the resin that you actually have to scoop out. And it's almost impossible to know how much you're dosing. So what I love about ours, and people can go on our website and see, we've got a comparison chart. We actually have the optimal dose of Shilajit. So per 2 tablets, you're getting exactly 400 milligrams, which has been shown in all the studies to be the most efficacious dose. They always stop at that dose. So I'm always like, well, what if they just gave them more and for longer? Because these studies are only 2-3 months. In some cases, they're longer, but still, it's like, so for me personally, I mean, I'll take up to 6 a day. No problem. And I feel amazing. I feel great. Of course, I've got other people doing that. Different people are going to have different dosages depending on their body's needs. So Shilajit is an amazing source, one of the greatest sources of trace minerals, which we need for almost every single process in the body. You name it: energy production, hormone production, brain health,
Wow.
Everything.
It's a total miracle. One of those miracle things. I love those. So
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a long time,
Mhm.
but I feel like this is my favorite brand that I've used. It's easy to use. Like I said, the other ones like all just black goo, and it's kind of hard to do that. You got a little thing you dip down into it, and you lick it off, and it tastes horrible. So
Yeah.
it's not the greatest taste. So you just take the tablet, boom, and swallow. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
out.
Right.
It's done.
Knock them back, knock 2 of them back, knock 4 of them back. Hey, knock back 6 of them. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna up my dose. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna see how it because I don't know, mate. I'm a big guy. Maybe I need more. So we'll see.
Definitely.
That's cool. Yeah,
Absolutely.
really good information.
Thank you.
Anything else that you wanna drop on everybody?
Oh man, there's a lot.
What's the future? You got any other products coming out?
Yeah, this is a great thing. I love this. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Of course, man. I had to.
Good job,
I've got quite a few different products right now I'm toying around with. Some really, really cutting edge stuff that people like, hopefully, because my goal is like, with my company, of course, I can only speak for us, but it's like, I just want to offer things that truly, like, people don't have to like worry about any sort of purity, no questions about like the efficacy, whether it works or not. Like, we're gonna search out the highest, like, the best studied ingredients, nutrients, the things like, in the BPC, the asparagine, also the BioPerine. So BioPerine, it's patented form of black pepper extract. It's been shown to actually help things stay in the gut for longer. So, just more and more of the best. And that's really all I want. And all I want to take. I'm sure you're the same way. So it's like, for everybody watching, it's like, really, I mean, we're on the up and up, and I've already got more peptides on the back burners, just waiting
Oh,
for the
great.
time. Oh yeah, no, for sure.
So you're
Yeah,
going to have them in the tablet form?
yeah, yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. No, for
Wow,
sure.
that's great because most of these peptides, like 10 years back, the really good ones are all injectable.
Right.
So there were some that were nasal. So I tried the nasal, and they were like not as effective, I thought.
No, they taste. You get the drip, and it's just awful. I hate
Yeah,
those.
exactly.
To be honest. Yeah.
So basically going into your gut again. So
Yeah.
why not have something that basically can go into the gut like this peptide, obviously, and do a good thing. So it'd be good to have something for the morning.
Eggs.
So you get
You
the
got
morning, the night, and noon.
Right. Yeah. So, and really, we're just like truly on the precipice of all the
Yeah,
emerging
there's so
research.
many,
Yeah.
unbelievable, and they're specific.
Right.
So many different specific peptides,
Mhm.
and to have them that are just specific is really that's really cool. So
That's
yeah,
the key.
that's going to be good.
That's the key. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I posted where somebody was talking about how they used different. What is it? Let me go back and see if I find it.
Yeah.
Medical cannabis.
Mm.
So we're talking vibrational frequency stuff. So you so when I've used cannabis in the past, and I use what do they have in here?
Yeah.
That one stuff that I can't see it here. I thought he
CBD.
had it in
CBD. Is that what we're talking about?
CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Janet D'Amelio says CBD. Yeah. So CBDs are it's great. I have a CBD tea. There's different like CBD teas, and they're like fantastic.
Oh
But I've
yeah.
tried different CBDs, and they're like, it's like make my frequency all screwy.
Yep.
But there's definitely some of them that are good. Have you looked at any of the CBD type stuff at all?
Oh man, personally, I've used quite a few myself, and I love the effects for me. Right before bed, I'm a
Mm.
huge, I'm a huge fan of getting sleep, really good sleep. And so, I've used some that just blow me away, and others too that I get a nice brain buzz from. So that's
Yeah.
also a pretty unexplored field. That's a territory really. So that'd be something I'd be open to as well. But people can, use this stuff right away and feel the benefits. It's pretty noticeable. Obviously the CBD is going to depend upon the sourcing, which farms you're getting it, if it's organic, because you don't want it laced with pesticides.
Yep.
So obviously, got to look for the organic, a label, sticker, something on there. And honestly, too, like a lot of companies, small family-owned businesses, really to get the organic certification that Oregon Toth logo costs tens of thousands of dollars. You don't need that. If it's at least organically grown, then it's coming from a good source. So definitely, I'm a big fan of, CBD definitely gets a thumbs up from me. And of course, that's also cutting edge. I feel like, there's a reason why it's been, portrayed the way it has by the mainstream for so long. So I feel like, and we now, thankfully, with RFK Jr., we'll hopefully see a lot of this science actually get pushed out there. And he's already came out and, he's actually said he's used BPC 157. I probably should have said that to start off the show.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Look at his body. God, dude's a stud.
Yeah. Great point you bring up too, which is also key. So not only does BPC 157 actually increase the effectiveness of our own hormones, it also increases the effectiveness of our own human growth hormones specifically, which is
boom. Yeah.
big,
Bam.
yeah,
Boom, bam, boom.
it's
Yes,
the
that's
wham
good.
bam,
That's huge.
big
It's
time.
taking human growth hormone. I've seen some of those bodybuilders. They don't end up very good.
No,
So like they become freaks, and then when they get off of it, they turn it. They just like their bodies just they die. A lot of
they
them.
fizzle out. Yeah,
Yeah, it really screws them up. So
right.
HGH is a good product if you have the right product,
Yo,
and it seems like you almost need to go to somebody that's an expert in the field
Yeah.
that prescribes it to you. I
Yep.
haven't gone that route. I don't tend to go that route, but if I could find a decent product that worked for me, I would promote it for
It's coming.
or
It's
help
coming.
somebody promote it.
It's
So
coming. Yep.
you
Oh
got it
yeah.
coming.
It's right around the corner,
Oh,
dude.
I just kind of like intuitively kind of crawled in there. That's good. So
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Yeah, that's going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
So you're like we're talking about. You're going to be a household name soon. So you
Yep.
got the BPC 157. You got the Intuitive Bundle, and soon
Mhm.
we're going to have Human Growth Hormone.
Yep.
Geez, dude,
Oh yeah. But
we're
it's
going to be living long, healthy lives thanks to you. Thank you.
very long, very healthy lives. And
Yeah,
absolutely, and thanks to you for helping get this
pain, disease
started.
free, just for everybody. So that's good. It's
Absolutely.
Yep. And I have to thank Tracy because Tracy has worked with you quite a bit. She's kind of like the one that is like the point. I won't call her point man. That's what we usually say in the teams, but she's a point woman or point expert, whatever. She goes out there
Yeah,
and
yeah. The middle
researches a lot
woman,
of
the
stuff. So
mediator. Yeah.
yeah, so yep, like Ronnie says, health is wealth, and if you don't have it, you're probably not going to have. You're not probably going to be enjoying that wealth, right? So you see a lot of people that are, very wealthy and they don't look very healthy. So,
No, no.
yeah,
Yeah, but only if they knew what was really available to them already,
yeah,
or I mean, at least if they're open to it.
yep. And so, yeah, Noah, always pleasure having you on. Look forward to, future product launches.
Yep.
Keep us informed, and maybe the next show we have, maybe in a week or two, come up with something. I know you got like a billion things going on in your mind
Yep.
because you're using Shilajit.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's true. Honestly, man, like, dude, people ask me, what are you on? Like, are you on something? I'm like, dude, it's all natural. It's a
No
shilajit.
doubt.
Too
Yeah.
legit. Too legit to quit.
Yeah, it's called Shilajit. What? Yeah, whatever. Natural stuff? No, you got to be on something else.
Yeah, exactly, man. Dude, raw milk and fucking Nesquik, chocolate Nesquik. That's it, man.
Oh, it's a shit.
Yeah,
Shilajit.
dude.
Yeah. All right,
Exactly.
brother.
All right,
Been
man.
been fun. It's always
Yeah.
fun. Always insightful, educational, and you're bringing out great products. Appreciate it. Looking forward to like I said, the next generation stuff that comes out, HGH or whatever else you got.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to try it because we know you're doing your due diligence to make sure it's all clean and perfect and healthy, and that's good. So
If it
appreciate it.
ain't real, I don't want it. None of that.
No,
fake.
no.
Yeah.
Yep. It could be like, make me Superman, but if I'm going to be sick later, no, it's not worth it. So,
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Genoa.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much.